Why do people keep leaving my videos? Why am I getting such a high bounce rate? And how can I make the best video possible so I can grow my audience, grow my business, and grow my personal brand? All that and a whole lot more. Make sure you come on back. Hey, it's that time again, y'all. It is Nez Nation Live office hours. This is going to be a really cool show because, you know, how we normally take questions from you, and I still want to take questions from you. I'm going to talk about, I decided to kind of switch it up just slightly. I'm going to talk about how to really make more effective videos, why people are leaving your videos, what is the kind of common denominator. What I have done is I have culled from my audience everything that, you know, I've surveyed my audience, I've asked my audience, and this is a really, really big tip. As you're coming in here, please make sure that you smash that smash button, share this out, because this is going to be a phenomenal show. Maybe one of the best shows we've done in a long time, because you're going to learn everything about how to make the best videos possible so that you get longer view duration, so that you get more watch time, and ultimately impact your audience. That's what it's all about. Whether you're doing this to build a brand, advance your career, grow a business, it's all about that. So you want to stick around. It's going to get exciting. And as a matter of fact, let me know in the comments down below, because this is exactly what I did. I surveyed my audience and I got a ton of amazing responses. I'm going to share some of those responses with you and talk about and contextualize and really just give you the best advice, I think, on how to make your videos phenomenal and really attract, engage your audience. We got a lot of great data, a lot of great information, so stick around. I want to say hello to Sweeney Dunstan in the house, Silver Fox DJ, yeah, happy Sunday, and Joe Dexter in the house. So great to see you guys. Thank you so much. Come on in. The first thing that you need to do with your audience, y'all, and it starts with your audience. I don't care what you're trying to do. I don't care if you're trying to get a promotion, trying to get a job, trying to advance your career, trying to start and build something online, maybe make some extra money online, build a business online. It all starts with your audience. I don't know how many of you know this, but 99% of my content on my YouTube channel and other channels for that matter all come from you, Nez Nation. 99%. I mean, I want to say 100%, but I'm sure I've done some videos that maybe didn't, derive directly from you, but came from, me researching and me kind of aligning with, what I feel is really important to talk about, especially all the mistakes that I made early on when I was building my brand and building my business. You're going to get so much value from today's video, from today's live stream. Make sure you stick around because I'm going to share with you all the comments. I'm going to share with you, not all the comments, but some of the most common things that people said cause them to leave a video fastest. What prevents them from sticking around on a video? And I want to jump right into it. Great to see you, George Fisher. Super Dave in the house. Great to see you. Thank you so much. Come on in. Make sure you smash that smash button, aka that like button. Make sure you click subscribe. We would love to have you come back. In case you're just wondering, this is a show that we go live every single Sunday, 9:30 a.m. Pacific, 12:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And I take questions from you. Any questions at all about how to get a job, how to advance my career, build my LinkedIn brand, how do I make money online, how do I become a coach, a consultant, start a business, maybe create an extra side hustle. I'm here to help you. I'm your personal branding coach. But in the first half here of the show, I'm going to talk about, video. Everything is video, y'all. Video, I've said this many, many times, is 21st century communications. Video is the ultimate way for you to engage with your audience, whether it's live streaming or pre-recorded videos. Videos three-dimensionalize you. Your resume, your bio, your media kit, whatever, your CV, even your profiles, they're just two-dimensional. Videos three-dimensionalize you. It gives people a little bit more of your personality, your energy, your attitude, your vibe. People don't hire your credentials. People don't buy your credentials. They hire and buy your energy. And so I want to jump right into it. I want to make sure that we get to this as soon as possible. And so I'm going to share with you some of the comments. These are the things that are making people leave your videos the fastest, get the highest bounce rate, which can affect your business, which can affect your brand, which can affect everything. And by the way, if you're just joining us, leave in the comment down below, leave in the comments, what is the number one thing that makes you leave a video? What makes you bounce off a video and click that X and leave a video the fastest? Leave that in the comments down below. I will share this. But here's what I want to do. Oh, you're going to love this. Oh, you're going to love this. So as I said, I surveyed my audience and I asked them, what the same question I just posed to you, what makes you leave videos the fastest? What makes you leave content the fastest? And by the way, this has nothing to do with just being a YouTube creator, just being a full-on video creator. I think that what you're going to learn here is really cross-platform and applies to every type of content. I mean, obviously, we're talking specifically about videos, but I'm a business communications professor. I still teach part-time at the university, and I say the same thing to my business writing students. And so a lot of the things you're going to hear of what's making people leave your video the fastest, it's going to relate. And so you don't have to be a YouTube creator to pay attention. You don't have to have a YouTube channel to pay attention to this. If you do videos on Facebook, if you do live streaming, if you do podcasting, if you do videos on LinkedIn, if you do videos on Twitter, if you do videos on any other platform, Instagram, IGTV, you're going to get a ton out of this, okay? So I'm going to share with you what I thought were some of the most important. Hey, great to see you. It looks like Seti is here. Seti is in the house. How are you doing? Look at that. And look at that. Sweeney Dunstan and Super Dave have already beat me to the punch. I'm going to share some, also politics, very interesting. So I want to share some actual comments. And by the way, if you're subscribed to my YouTube channel and you really pay attention to my community tab, which I'm going to do a special community tab for members. I haven't set up my membership program yet, but I'm going to very soon. I'm going to do a special community tab for members. I want you to subscribe to the channel and make sure that you pay attention to the community tab, and you can get featured on the show as well. Okay, check this out. I'm going to start with a comment, and I know he's not here right now, but I'm going to start with a comment from a great member of our Nez Nation family, why people leave videos the fastest. And this was something that was a real common denominator. And I've got a couple bonuses too from my Facebook audience too and other platforms. But here's what Just Samson said. And I think this is really powerful. Long intros. This is what Just Samson said. Just Samson, if you're watching or just joining us, God bless you, or you're watching this in the replay, thank you so much for responding to the survey. Long intros, no outros on a live stream drive me nuts. On regular videos, when they don't get to the point within the first 45 seconds, I'm out. Holy macadamian nut. So listen to this. This is really important, and you're going to notice how there's a common denominator here. Your first, forget 45 seconds. I think Just Samson is being lenient, and a lot of other people will agree with this too. You've got to understand that everything online, there's a lot of options out there. There's a lot of videos out there. I forget what the stats are. Maybe somebody can share them in the comments, but it's something like 4,000 or 400 hours of video are uploaded every single second on YouTube. If you look at the entire internet, I'm sure that number is staggering. There's a lot of options out there. You have to understand, if you want people to engage in your videos, if you want people to engage with your content, if you want people to hire you, to purchase from you, the most important part of your video is literally the first 10 to 30 seconds are the most important. I see this mistake all the time with video creators. I see this all the time. And look, I want to share another comment from Urban Explorer Neil, who is a great member of the Nez Nation family. Yes, look at that. Seti says, get right to the content. Look at Sweeney, 15 seconds. If they haven't at least said what I should expect, they're gone. I talk a lot about on this channel, and I'm going to share another comment here in just a second. I talk a lot on this channel about, how to grow your brand, how to grow your influence online, and how to make impact. Impact is greater than income. As a matter of fact, you will not have an income if you don't create impact. Well, check this out, guys. I talk a lot about titles. I talk a lot about thumbnails. I talk a lot about making sure my video, if you want to go check out on my channel, it's a long video. I basically talk about my past 4-year journey on YouTube, which really translates to my journey into really kind of building my online businesses and getting out of teaching at the university, or at least my load of classes have reduced immensely. You have to think about your presentation. You have to win the click. But once you win the click, if you focus too much on title and thumbnail, which are instrumental, if you focus too much on title and thumbnail, but then you degrade the quality of your content. I mean, you got to understand, once you win the click, once you get them to click on your video, I don't care if you're on Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, Instagram, once you get their attention, let's just put it that way, now you've got to deliver. And I will tell you this without a shadow of hyperbole. I think the number one reason that people leave your videos, and it really relates to these comments, is they came expecting something and you haven't let them know, or you haven't given it to them in a fast, expeditious manner. Hey, by the way, guys, I need to take a little sip of my tea. How do you like my new StreamYard cup? Woo! I really love my new StreamYard cup. It's fantastic. And yes, I am a partner of StreamYard, and I use StreamYard live stream software primarily. If you're interested in a free trial, go check out the link in the description on YouTube, and you can click that link and get a free trial. Miriam is in the house. Great to see you. I got a book called The YouTube Secrets. I feel as if I have taken on a new course. Fantastic. Good for you. You're going to get a lot out of this, Miriam. Stick around, because you're going to get a ton of value from this show. The number one reason people leave your videos is you don't deliver on the promise that your title and thumbnail said they would. That's huge. Do not engage in clickbait. That's called clickbait, okay? You promised something, they click on your video, and they are getting something completely different. Or they're getting 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minutes of self-promotion. Like Seti said, you got to get to your content immediately. I want to share this comment. Again, if you're just joining us, we're talking about the number one reasons people leave your videos. Everything is video today. Videos, live streaming. This is the greatest way to get your story out there. If you don't get your story out there, you don't exist. If you don't exist, you're not going to have a brand. You're not going to have a business. You're not going to earn more. You're not going to grow faster. And you're going to stress a whole lot more. Urban Explorer, a lot of you guys know who this is. This is Neil. He's got a great channel. Neil says, and I think this is just right on point, especially the last sentence, bad audio makes me turn off within seconds, and people not getting to the point of the video gets me gone within 20 seconds. So here's what's interesting. So if you look at Just Samson said 45 seconds and I'm out. But look at Neil. Neil is saying 20 seconds. And I'm telling you that within the first 10 seconds, if you look at the way that I started this live stream, okay, especially if you're watching this on the replay, don't leave right now, but watch how I do it. In the first 3 to 5 seconds, I am explaining what you are going to get out of this video. And this goes for business. This goes for life. This goes for everything. You have to understand human psychology. You got to dissect and know who your audience is. You got to understand what makes them tick. What makes your audience tick? What makes your audience stick around? What makes your audience want to be a part of this? What makes your audience want to engage? If you want to grow a brand and a business, if you want to advance your career, we are in the attention business. And the only way you're going to get attention is if you make it about them. It has nothing to do with you. I hate to break it to you, y'all, but you don't matter. I know that sounds crazy, but you don't matter. Nobody cares about you. You have to understand human psychology. okay? If you want to make it, which is so feasible right now, I think we're living in the greatest era, the greatest golden age of opportunity. There's nothing special about Professor Nez. There's nothing even original about Professor Nez. You know, the only difference between me and you is I put in hours and hours of commitment, work, and dedication, and I was able to transform my life. Why do you think I'm doing this? Why do you think this is all free? Because I just bleed. It electrifies me when I get your comments that say, Nez, your video changed my life. Nez, I started implementing what you were talking about, and holy macadamia nut, it's working. That electrifies me. I live for that electrification. It's everything to me. I want to inspire. I don't want to teach you anything. I want to inspire. Because when somebody teaches me, I tend to ignore it. But when somebody inspires me, I'm a slave for life. In a good way, obviously. I'm going to get canceled on Twitter now. Absolutely. Thank you. Eduardo is in the house. Good to see you, Eduardo. Yes, Super Dave. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate that. Let's see. Miriam says, let me ask you something really stupid, Prof. What is a thumbnail? How do we make them? Okay, here we go. Right here. That's not stupid at all. As a matter of fact, a lot of people don't know what that is. Here, I'll show you right now. This right here is a thumbnail. So Miriam, if you can see this right now, this is a thumbnail. A thumbnail is basically your cover art to your video. When you upload on YouTube, and actually, as a matter of fact, when you upload to any kind of platform now, you're able to produce a thumbnail. So a thumbnail, think of your thumbnail when you buy an album. I mean, in the old days when you used to buy an album, now everything's on iTunes. But when you buy an album, okay, you know, the cover art was the most attractive thing. I mean, the book cover, it's the movie poster. The thumbnail is the cover. That's why I say your thumbnails need to be monumental. I mean, your thumbnails need to absolutely attract. And there's a whole slew of things I could say about thumbnails. Thumbnails are so important. I mean, it's absolutely important. George from Phoenix, great to see you, sir. Come on in. Still waiting on the macadamia t-shirt. The merch is coming, y'all. The merch is coming. Don't worry. Patience. It will happen. Yes, thank you so much. By the way, if you're looking to live stream and you love this, you love how I have mine set up, I've been live streaming for over 5+ years. I'm an early adopter of YouTube Live, early adopter of LinkedIn Live, Facebook Live, Periscope, Twitter Live. I've been doing this forever. I've tried every software on the planet. This one's the best. And if you're looking to do a free trial, there's a link in the description. I only share products that I vouch for. I only talk about products that I vouch for. And this is going to get into my next tip, okay? So let's just go back to this for a second because I think this is such an important comment. So I really like the last sentence that Neil says here. I think of it like this. I came here because the title stated one thing, and I'm watching, and nothing is happening. He doesn't like a long, drawn-out intro. I couldn't agree more. The first 10 to 20 seconds of your video are monumental. If you make it about them and not about yourself, you will win, and your watch time will go up, and your engagement will go up, and your AVD, aka your average view duration, will go up. I don't want to complicate things, but basically you need eyeballs and earballs. That's what it's all about. It's all about eyeballs and earballs. You want to get a promotion, you want to advance your career, you want to get a job, you want to grow a business, earn a little money on the side, make money online, maybe start a side hustle. It's all about eyeballs and earballs. Video is the best way to three-dimensionalize yourself and get yourself out there. The first 5 to 30, 20 seconds is everything. I don't care how good the end of your video is. I don't care how good the middle is. I don't care. You know how many times I get this from my students? Here's a perfect example of why this is so monumental. In my business writing class that I teach, I still teach a couple of classes at the university. In my business writing course, whenever I do a workshop, with my students, I would read the first couple of sentences and stop and talk to them for about 20 minutes about their intro. And every single time, they almost get insulted. They get offended. They're like, Professor Nez, but just keep reading. I talk about that, but keep reading, keep reading. And I go, no, no, no. You don't understand. If I'm already stopping here, if I'm already confused, if I'm already not understanding what is in it for me, they're not going to get to your middle. I don't care how good your middle is. I don't care if you explain it later. It needs to be explained right up front. You need to grab my attention. This includes, Aristotle's kind of rhetorical situation, emotional narrative storytelling, pathos, understanding what your audience's challenges are, pain points are. So if you look at, here's a perfect example, just not to complicate anything. Look at how I started the video. I said, are you worried about your video? Are you wondering why people are leaving your video? Are you scratching your head saying, gosh, how come nobody's giving my videos a chance? I didn't start and say, hi, I'm Professor Nez, and I'm just a diddly old dandy old dude, and you should come hang out with me. I didn't start with me. I didn't start with me. I started with you, the audience. It has nothing to do with you. It has to be about them. And so all my students, all of them, and they're there to learn. I don't judge them. I don't say anything, but they always say the same thing. Professor Nez, keep reading. I talk about that. I will get there, but you're not reading. Yeah, because you haven't enticed me to keep reading. Same thing with your video. You need to entice me to keep watching. There's too many options out there. There's so many different videos. There's a million Professor Nez's out there doing the same exact thing, talking about business, talking about branding, talking about messaging, talking about getting your story out there. There's a million options out there. Why are you here right now? Hopefully, it's because I've provided really good information and I've made it about you. That's what I'm hoping. More than anything, that's what I'm hoping. Hey, Jan from NYC is here. Great to see you. Awesome, Jan. Thank you so much. Joe, thank you so much. So much better than my comm professors. Yeah, here's a template. Write something. Yeah, exactly. Absolutely. I could not agree more, Silver Fox. I could not agree more. Love it. Thank you so much for being here. I really, really appreciate it. Make sure you smash that smash button. Well, let's get this to 100 likes if we can. I would love to get this to 100 likes. That would be absolutely awesome. Make it about them, not about yourself, okay? So the thing that I love about this comment, especially that last part, it's like I came here, the title stated one thing, and I'm watching and nothing is happening. You got them to pay attention to you. You won the click. They're here. Now what? You got to deliver the goods, y'all. You have to deliver the goods. Otherwise, it's hasta la pasta. See ya, wouldn't want to be ya. They're gone. They're gone. Nazim, good to see you, Nazim. Ciao, ciao. How are you, sir? Buongiorno. Great to see you, Nazim, from Milan. Are you guys on a second lockdown? Oh, man, come on. Okay, Eduardo pressed like. How about you? Did you press like? Let's get this up, please. Let's get this to as many. And I'm just going to be completely blunt. Why do I want your likes? Well, hopefully you're getting value, but also I want your likes because it helps us out in the algorithm. So I'm just going to be honest with you. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. If you're just joining us, this is a show that we do every single Sunday. Okay, 9:30 a.m. Pacific, 12:30 p.m. Eastern Time, office hours with yours truly. You can ask me anything. We're talking about how to make your videos better, how to get people to watch your videos longer. What are the number one reasons why people are leaving your videos, which is very, very important. Okay, so please, please, please make sure that you, I would love to hear from you in the comments down below. Let me know. And I'm sharing comments that I culled from you guys, my audience. If you really dissect, here's another thing I just want to say. If you want people to watch your videos, if you want them to hang around, if you want engagement, if you want views, which you can build an amazing life doing what you love, sharing your knowledge, monetizing what's in your dome. We've never lived in an era like this. I don't need NBC. I don't need any of the news stations. I don't need radio. I don't need TV. I can go directly to you through these amazing platforms for free, for crying out loud. I'm going to explode. I get so angry when people say, I'm broke. I don't know what to do. Poor me, poor me. Do you understand that we are living in the greatest era of all time? For you to really transform people's lives and make money doing it? I mean, holy macadamia nut. Do I even have to keep saying this? It's just monumental. Flash fam in the house. Flash fam. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Power is out. I'm so sorry to hear that. It's so great to see you, though, Flash. Thank you so much for being here. Hashtag Flash fam and the Nez Nation fam. We are one and the same, baby. We're all in this together. Yes, as a matter of fact, you're absolutely right, Silver Fox. You can. So check this out. Here's some more comments. And by the way, let me know in the comments down below if any of this makes sense. This is really interesting right here, too. Here's another comment from my survey. Asian American Legal Focus. I really like her channel, actually. It's really interesting. She talks a lot about legal advice she's really niched down beautifully. So the number one reason that she said she leaves videos is a person is mumbling, talking in a slow, bored manner, terrible camera work that's shaky or fuzzy, or audio is too low. Okay, now I got a lot of comments. I'm only sharing what I felt were the common denominators. So a lot of people said the same thing as, just Samson. A lot of people said the same thing as Neil. A lot of people said the same thing as Asian American Legal Focus, and I've got a couple more that I'm going to get to. But this is really interesting. I want to first talk about that first part. Mumbling, talking in a slow, bored manner. When I show you Naomi's comment, you're going to flip out because everybody thinks that when they create videos, they need to talk like this. Hi, I'm Professor Nez. Today, we're going to talk about how to make your videos better. And you have to be this sort of, I don't know, this like projected image or this kind of, actor or presenter or you need to fake it till you make it, or you see other people doing this, or you see what people are doing on TV, and you're trying to be that. No. Remember what I said, guys. People don't buy your credentials. People don't hire your accolades. They hire and buy and engage with your energy. And your energy needs to be unique. Your energy needs to be yours. You don't have to do anything. Now, I'm not going to just say, be yourself. Be yourself. Because that sounds just so bumper stickery. What I say is own your energy. You don't have to be like Professor Nez. You don't have to be like all these other people that you see. You don't have to be like anybody. Own your energy. Like me, I'm very animated. I'm kind of cuckoo, a little crazy at times, and I gesticulate a lot, and that's just my personality. And so I bring that out. But my wife is the exact opposite. She's very kind of, I don't want to say subdued or introverted, but it's just a very quiet, calm, milder version. But she owns the room when she speaks because she owns her energy. She's not trying to be something that she's not. This is really interesting to me. So this idea of, I want to go back to this comment. So this idea of mumbling or talking slow in a bored manner. I want to talk about this. Hey, D. Niman is in the house. Great to see you, D. Great to see you, Tom Nash. Tom Nash in the house. How you doing, D? Good to see you, brother. Make sure when you're coming on in, you smash that smash button, a.k.a. that like button. Oh, I forgot to get KD. KD is in the house on LinkedIn. So great to see you. Hey, D, check this out. How do you like my mug, brother? Yeah. StreamYard. If you want to try StreamYard, I've been live streaming forever. If you want to try StreamYard, I've used every software on the planet, and this is the best one. I got a link in the description. You can try it out for free. Go check it out. Full disclosure, it is an affiliate link, but hey, it's the best live stream software out there. Okay, I want to talk about this because this is so important, this idea of mumbling, talking in a slow, bored manner. The way that you circumvent that, the way that you overcome, hi, I'm Professor Nez, and I'm going to talk about how to make your videos better. How you make your videos better. Whoa, what just happened? Own your energy and talk about things that excite you. This is why I say picking a personal brand is your legacy. Picking a personal brand is your calling, your purpose on earth. You need to be really careful. If you're just in it for money, if you're just in it for notoriety, if you're just in it for fame, if you're just in it because everybody else is doing YouTube or everybody else is doing live video or everybody else is doing it, you're in a lot of trouble. You're in a lot of trouble. Okay? When you decide to talk about something, when you decide to share your knowledge, share your expertise, make sure it's something that comes from your chest, not from this dude. Not from overthinking, not from overanalyzing, not from thinking, ooh, this is a good strategy. I can do this, because people will smell it coming from a million miles away. And you'll avoid burnout too. You see, I never use a script. And I'm not saying I'm anything special. I never use a teleprompter. I know my song before I sing it. I know my song well before I sing it, in the words of Bob Dylan. Know your song well before you start singing it. If you truly believe in what you're talking about, if you truly embody the purpose and embody the information that you're sharing, you don't need all that stuff, and you don't have to rehearse things, and you don't have to have everything so pre-planned out. As a matter of fact, the reason why people talk in a slow, mumbling, bored fashion is usually because it's just so over-rehearsed. It's just so over-planned, over-premeditated. I really, really advocate against that. I really do. And so there's nothing wrong with planning. Don't get me wrong. I do a ton of planning. I do a ton of research. But when I hit that record button, when I hit that live button, I know my song. I know my song better than anybody. I know my vision. I know what I'm going to say. I know how I'm going to say it. And I leave room for spontaneity. People always say, Nez, you seem so natural on camera. Nez, you seem like you really know what you're talking about. And you have this great energy, because I actually believe in what I'm talking about. I'm living proof that this stuff works. I'm living proof that you can get out of something that you hate and actually do something you love by sharing your story with the world. I actually believe that if you use video, live video, YouTube, these different platforms, these free platforms, you can build your dream life without sounding bumper sticker, without sounding highfalutin. I actually believe in this. Yes, exactly, KD. Own your beep. This is an advertiser-friendly show, okay? I'm monetizing this. And, I have brands and businesses that I do partnerships with. So advertiser-friendly. But yes, you're absolutely right, KD. You are absolutely right. You need to know your song well before you start singing it, and then and really own your energy. And another thing to keep retention up, and we got amazing video creators in the chat right here. We got amazing content creators. See, this is what I love about the Nez Nation family. You're not just getting me. You're getting this amazing family of content creators, professionals, business owners, executives, podcasters, live streamers. You're getting the best of the best when you come to a Nez Nation live stream. And so, you ask these guys in the chat, look at these amazing creators that we have in the chat, and they'll tell you the same thing, right? Own your energy. And to really augment retention, to really get people to stick around on your videos, you can't fake that you believe in what you're talking about. You cannot fabricate authenticity. Write that down. You cannot fabricate authenticity. People will smell that cooking a million miles away. I consult a lot of professionals on interview prep, getting their personal brand. I consult a lot of people, clients and businesses, on how to get your content out there, how to really leverage content marketing to grow your business. You cannot fake authenticity. You can't do it. You can't pretend that you believe in a product or service. That's why everything, when I talk about StreamYard, and when I talk about how I've got a link in the description where you can do a free trial, I believe it. I'm using the software, for crying out loud. I'm not just peddling that. I'm actually using the software. I actually believe in the products that I share with you guys. And here's another thing too. This is really, really cool. I want to go back to this comment from Asian American Legal Focus. Terrible. So we talked about energy, right? So listen to this. This is really cool too. And a lot of people have talked about audio. Audio is a really big deal. But look at what she says here too. And Asian American Legal Focus, if you're here, great to see you. If not, if you're watching this on the replay, thank you so much for contributing to the survey. Terrible camera work that's shaky or fuzzy. Audio too low. Now, you've heard me say this before, and you hear a lot of people say this. Hey, all you need is, what you have in your back pocket. You don't need any fancy equipment. You don't need any fancy techno equipment. Well, that's true. I'd say yes and no, okay? I say yes because I know the number one thing that stops most people is the technical kind of hurdles. A lot of people feel that they need a $2,000 mic. A lot of people think they need a complete studio with lighting. A lot of people think they need a 4K DSLR camera when they're first starting. Honing your communication skills, because again, personal branding is just communication. That's all it is. It's just modern communications. That's what it's all about. It's all about modern communications. Honing your skills and your communication skills and practicing using just what you have in your back pocket is absolutely essential when you're first starting out. I want people, the reason I say don't worry about the technical in the beginning is because I want you to get into the process. I want you to start engaging in the actual learning curve of creating a powerful message on video and really honing your camera branding skills, your communication skills, knowing your audience, knowing, how to really deliver, your presentation. Those are all skills. I have over 350 uploads on my YouTube channel. Those are skills that you learn by doing. So that's why I say, don't worry about equipment. However, I do say that if you do have a little bit of capital, if you do have a little bit of extra money, there are really feasible, affordable tools that you can implement that will enhance your videos, okay? And one of the things that I would say is everything that I recommend, all the tools that I feel are great for just beginners, I have a link in the description. I have an Amazon storefront where everything that not only I use for my content creation, for my live streaming, for my video creation, podcasting, but also tools that I recommend that are extremely economical. And audio comes up a lot, and I have to agree. Let me know in the chat down below, what's more important on a video? Is it the camera quality? Is it the picture quality or the audio quality? Let me know in the chat down below. Dee says, is that leather? Yes, it is. Yes, this is leather. This is an actual Apple. You can see the Apple logo on there. It's totally scuffed up. But this is an iPhone 11 Pro Max, which I love. I have not gotten the iPhone 12. I'm sure you've done a video on that, right? Dee, I'm sure you have. My God, let's see that phone case again. Okay, yes, KD, own your stuff, absolutely. But I'd love to know, thank you so much, Silver Fox, thank you, I really, really appreciate that. Yeah, that case is awesome, and it was not inexpensive. I love it, and it's actually cool because, check this out, D, this actually, it ages really cool too, like the color was more like that lighter brown color, but obviously as I've been using it, you can see that it's actually gotten, and I've got a couple of scuff marks. I've dropped it a few times, but it's super protective. It's super awesome. Yeah, it's a great leather case, and it ages. It's real leather, too, and it ages really well. Yeah, I love the weathered leather, too. Yeah, I'm curious if it's even necessary for me to get the iPhone 12. But, okay, so I'm getting a lot of people say audio all the way. So, yeah, so that is really, really important. Now, a lot of the devices that we have right now do have great audio on them, like the iPhone 11 Pro Max, and I'm sure the 12 and other phones, Samsung, Google Pixel, etc. They have great audio on them. But if you're not a mobile creator, or you kind of like, you know what, I really want to commit to this, and I want to try to make the best videos possible, but I don't have the economic means to buy a $2,000 mic, a $6,000 camera, you don't need to. Here's the beautiful thing. There's a lot of great tools that you can use. And I would agree vehemently that I don't really care if you're in 720, 1080p, or 4K as much. I mean, I do obviously like a nice picture quality, but I don't care as much as if I can't hear you. I can't hear the sounds, especially if you're a brand or channel that's like a lifestyle channel or a traveling kind of channel or anything like that, or a business where your products and services are really great for outdoors, like let's say you're a camping business or an outdoor business, anything like that, like with Neil's channel, he does, van life. I want to really make sure that everything's clear and crisp, and I want to do the best that I can to hear everything. I've got some tools just in case you're interested. You may want to invest a couple cameras that are less than $50. Some of them are less than $30 that actually will up your audio quality. So audio is important. But first, as I said, I do believe that you should just start trying to execute videos. Learn about delivery, learn about presentation. The first 5 to 20 seconds are absolutely essential, especially after you've got their attention, you've won the click, you've done a great job with your thumbnail. It doesn't matter if you're on Facebook, LinkedIn, or YouTube, but thumbnails are really, really important because that's your cover art, that's your poster, that's your book cover. You got to really entice them. Your title needs to relate in some way, not the same exact thing necessarily as your thumbnail, but something that complements your thumbnail and vice versa. But then once you really hone those skills, because look, when I first started my YouTube channel, I was just using my phone back in 2016. It's so funny. Here's another thing that I think, and I'd love to hear from people in the chat down below. Here's another thing too that I think is really important to mention right now when it comes to creating better videos and getting more engagement. You are going to really be surprised that I truly feel. I was just looking at my analytics last night. And I spend way too much time in YouTube Studio. How many people eat, sleep, and breathe in YouTube Studio? Let me know in the chat down below. Give me a hashtag me if you just live in YouTube Studio, which I tend to do that way too much. I live in YouTube Studio. I actually looked at my analytics last night, and I said this to myself out loud, and my wife heard me. I actually said this to myself out loud. I said, man, I feel like I'm just starting. I feel like I've just started my YouTube channel. Now, why did I say that? Why did I say that I feel like I just started my YouTube channel? Okay, it's 2020, practically 2021. I've been on YouTube for several years. Why did I just say, you know what? This is it. It's like I'm just starting YouTube. Because this is important. Please heed this. I beg you, listen to this. You're never, ever going to figure it out. Running a business, running a brand, running a YouTube channel, if you're not constantly surprised, if you're not constantly improving, constantly evolving, you're stagnating. And if you're stagnating, bad boogie. I truly feel with every fiber of my being that I'm just now finally learning how to really create the type of content that I want on my YouTube channel. I literally feel that way. And look, I've been doing this forever. I've been literally doing this forever, I feel like. Consistently. On a daily basis, I've been doing this forever. The last 4 years could be 100 years for any other average person because I do work 8 days a week. I'm not bragging. I'm not even saying that's a good thing. It just is what it is. I finally feel like I'm just starting to get this YouTube thing down. I swear to God. I've been to multiple conferences. I've seen Dee at Vid Summit and other great creators. I've been, creating content on YouTube forever, but I finally feel like and here's the point. You're going to get frustrated. You're going to get distressed. You're going to constantly beat yourself up. You are going to be your worst critic. There's nobody harsher on you than you. But here's the thing, that's just a part of the game. That's just it. And so there's one attitude like, oh, you know what? I can't figure this stuff out. I'm out of here. This stuff sucks. These people who are talking about YouTube is this amazing platform or video content, they don't know what they're talking about. No. You have to understand this. You have to understand this. There is no perfect formula. There is no perfect recipe. If you do the best that you can, and I don't even want to say consistent, persistence is more Persistence is better than consistence. Boy, that's hard to say. Say that 5 times in a row. Persistence is better than consistency. Persistency is better than consistency. All right, I'll stop. Being persistent. You could be inches away from success. And I've seen a million people do this. I've seen a million businesses, brands, content creators, influencers quit just when they were inches away from success. Persistence is key. Don't be frustrated. Don't worry about the vanity metrics so much. When I say vanity metrics, subscribers, followers, likes, use those to fuel you to get better, but don't use them as a measure of your worth. Use those vanity metrics to fuel you to get better. Why am I not getting more likes? Constantly ask yourself questions. How can I make this better? Because if you rest on your laurels and you really think you've got this thing down, you're in trouble. Being a business owner, being a content creator, being a YouTuber, it is constant tinkering. It is constant evolution. It is constant. Uh-oh, here comes the snez. Who's ready for the snez? I can feel it. I got a sneeze coming. Every time. There it was. Sweeney, are you here? I finally got the sneeze out every time. Every time I go live. Every single time. The sneeze comes. Yes. Silver Fox, yes. Constant work, never be perfect, constant learning. Exactly. And so, getting back to that comment, terrible camera work that's shaky or fuzzy, audio too low. Okay. That is really, really important. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Sweeney says SNES Nation. Yes, Luis, well said. The key word is learn, always. Yes, absolutely. So there's some real kind of economical ways that you can fix your kind of technical issues. But again, I don't want you to go too deep on that. I don't want you to overthink that. I don't want you to feel like that is going to make or break your channel. It's not, okay? You can start off simple. Start off by creating. Look at Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast was on YouTube for 8 years before he actually finally, you want to talk about persistence. Mr. Beast is essentially the #1 YouTuber, probably one of the most popular human beings on the planet right now. When I say popular, maybe that's the wrong word, but well-known individuals, especially in the online space. We all know who Mr. Beast is. My kids watch, I watch Mr. Beast videos too. I love watching Mr. Beast videos with my kids. He started off on his phone, on like an iPhone 5 or something. And so, but the thing is he kept learning. He kept getting better. The equipment will follow, but put yourself out there. That's really, really important. Okay, another comment I want to share that I thought was really, really powerful. And it kind of really talks about the same sort of thing. Michael Bruce, if you're here, God bless you. If you're watching this on the replay, thank you. And I just want to say I appreciate you commenting on my survey. Again, this is coming from my audience. This isn't just coming from me. This isn't just coming from somebody who calls themselves a so-called expert or whatever. This is coming from you, actual consumers, people who consume video content on a regular basis. When we're looking for help, Michael Bruce says, and the tool or helpful tip comes at the end of the video. Whoa. Okay. So what Michael is talking about here is he's saying that I clicked on your video. I expected to get the tool or the helpful tip, but it doesn't come when I want it to come, which everybody wants it to come early and fast. Nobody wants to watch a 20-minute video and then finally you give the tip and then finally you give what you promised them in your thumbnail and title at the end of the video. Do you guys see that right there? Do you see how powerful that is? Do you see how amazingly powerful that comment is right there? So the question was, what makes you leave the video fastest? And he says, when we're looking for help and the tool or helpful tip comes at the end of the video. Okay. He says, some folks ramble trying to make long videos. So again, guys, do you see how important your first, 5 to 20 seconds are? I mean, I don't even know if 20 seconds might even be too long. I mean, 20 seconds might even be too long. You really, and you might think in your head, Nez, 5 to 10 seconds, but that just, it takes me that long just to introduce myself. Who says you have to introduce yourself? Who says you have to go into who you are? Who cares who you are? And I'm not saying that to be a cold fish. I'm saying that because I'm not going to lie to you. And this is the truth. When I click on a video, I want what I want to get out of it first. You have to understand human psychology. People have a vested interest in themselves first. Even the most altruistic, unselfish person on the planet cares about themselves first. This is neuroscience. This is based on data. This is based on science. This is based on pragmatic, concrete information and research. Okay? I'm not saying anything that's new. I shouldn't even be saying anything that's dramatic. And I'm not saying this to hurt anybody or to say that you don't matter. Of course you matter, but people want to know what's in it for them first. And if you're interested in doing what I've done over the last 5, 6 years, 20 years, which is build amazing online businesses, stop teaching 14. You know, I used to teach 14 classes a semester. I live in California, man. Taxes are insane. Property taxes are insane. The cost of living is insane. I had to teach 14 classes just to make ends meet. I'm saying this because if you want to do this, if you want to, I mean, really do anything, forget about this. I don't care what you're doing. Even forget your professional life. If in your personal life, it's all about you. Have you ever been around somebody who makes everything about them? What's that person like? Let me know in the chat down below. Have you ever been around somebody? Have you ever had a friend? I know we all have that one friend. Have you ever been around somebody who makes it all about them? Forget about business. Forget about online branding. Forget about video content. Forget about everything. Have you ever been around somebody who constantly turns everything that you say or contribute or every conversation or every topic makes it all about them? Let me know in the chat down below. Give me a hashtag yes. Give me a hashtag yes in the chat down below if you've ever been around somebody who makes it all about them. Look at that. D says he got his first 100,000 subs with an old iPhone. Talking about Mr. Beast. Absolutely. Absolutely. Sweeney, fantastic. Joe has a question. How do you balance that learning with opportunity? Often clients come to me and ask me to create things I don't have experience with. Usually I'm honest and upfront with them. Is that the best approach? Absolutely, that's the best approach. However, you know, what my big fear here is, Joe, is are you undervaluing yourself? Are you missing out on opportunities because you're afraid that because you don't have a ton of experience, you're afraid of failure too much? You're letting failure dictate your decisions? Or are you really being honest and saying, hey, this is something I can't do? Because a lot of the times the stuff that we think we can't do is actually false. It's just this dude right here, that guy inside every single human being. I call him the eternal doubter, the psychological mind. I talk a lot about this on my channel. I talk a ton about anxiety and mindset on my channel because I faced that before. I still to this day face it. It's not quite as boisterous as it used to be, but I still face this in my life. Everybody does. Every human being does. Self-doubt is the ultimate virus. COVID has nothing on self-doubt. COVID has nothing on the eternal doubter who's constantly saying to you, you suck. So is this the eternal doubter, Joe Dexter? I love that you're here, Joe, too. Thank you so much for being here. Is this the eternal doubter, or is it actually the truth that, you know what, this is something I can't do, right? If it's something that you can do, but maybe you haven't done a lot, I would say take the opportunity because just the fact that you're asking that question, Joe, shows me that you care. And I've known Joe for a while. You've been a part of the Nez Nation family for quite some time. And I know that you're a great human being. You have a big heart and you're honest and you have integrity. Don't miss out on opportunities because there's those kind of glimmers of doubt. This is such a great question, Joe. Thank you so much for asking this. Don't miss out on opportunities because you feel like an imposter. Imposter syndrome sucks. And I have a video on imposter syndrome, by the way, if you want to go check that out. But if it's something, here's what I always say, if it's an opportunity, create an atmosphere for the client and say, be honest with them and say, you know what, it's not something that I do a lot of, but it's something that I would love to do with you. If you just let me have an opportunity to work with you and maybe revise it and do it better with you, in collaboration. I know that I can do a good job because I care. I know that I can do a good job because, I always go above and beyond for my clients. And so, don't miss out on an opportunity based on the eternal doubter. And that is a quest. That is a question that you need to really discover for yourself. I tell them that I can create it, but I'm learning and I'll deliver the best possible. That's all you can ask for. That's what anybody can ask for. People, it's amazing. People will pay for convenience and honesty way more than they will for supposed expertness or expertise. Okay? And, by creating that upfront expectation, you're not promising them something that you can't deliver. Yes, being transparent. Transparency is key in business. Be transparent as possible. Yes. But, I would always say, if it's something that you feel you're like, in your heart, you're like, I know I could do this, even though maybe I don't do it a lot. And my mind is telling me, I don't know if you can do that, Big Joe. I say do it anyway. I say do it anyway, because you're going to learn more. You'll have more certainty. It's actually a win-win. Either A, you're going to create the best thing that they've ever wanted. And sometimes what you think is the best thing is not what they want. So here's my point. You might do the best that you can, and that's more than what they ever even wanted. Does that make sense? Let me know if that makes sense in the chat, Joe. Thank you so much for that question. That's a great question. I love that. Oh, you're absolutely welcome, Joe. Don't let self-doubt win. I say don't let self-doubt win, okay? Man, I really love this show. I'm so grateful that you guys are here. I'm so grateful that you guys have been a part. If you're just joining us, by the way, you're watching Office Hours with yours truly, Professor Nez. We go live every single Sunday, 9:30 a.m. Pacific, 12:30 p.m. Eastern Time. You can ask yours truly, your personal branding coach, anything you want. Anything about career search, job search, LinkedIn branding, interview help, how to scale, start, and build an online business, how to monetize your expertise, how to maybe start an extra side hustle, earn some extra money online, maybe with e-commerce, maybe with Amazon, maybe with affiliate marketing, passive income, everything. You can ask me anything at all. I've been in the online space for over 2 decades. I've been doing this forever, and I'm happy and honored to serve you guys. So make sure that you smash that smash button, and make sure that you, AKA the like button, and make sure that you subscribe, because you don't want to miss out wherever you're joining us from. Okay, so here's the last thing I wanted to share with you. Here's a comment, and I don't have it actually up, but this is from Naomi Skarzinski on Facebook. Okay, so I don't have this comment actually that I can bring up on the screen, but this was something that I asked. I do have a Facebook business page, believe it or not, even though, Facebook organic traffic has gone out the window. I do have a Facebook business page, Professor Nez everywhere. But here's what, okay, great, Joe. I'm so happy to hear that. Yeah, very well said, Luis. Fail, first attempt in learning. I love that. Here's what Naomi said, and I thought this was really powerful. Naomi, if you're watching, great to see you. If you're watching this in the replay, thank you for answering my survey, okay? And just a bonus tip, too. Jerome Griffin on Facebook said the same thing that a lot of people is. He says, bad videography can be tolerated. Here's a bonus. Bad videography can be tolerated, but if the audio is messed up, it's game over. Interesting. And a lot of people agreed with him. So Naomi says so this is her biggest pet peeve when watching a video, and what makes her click off the video the fastest. This is a really interesting answer. People who come off like car salesmen, fake, inauthentic, shouting at you. First, they are an expert at this, then they are an expert at that, then they are an expert in another thing. And it isn't because it's what other people say about them. No, it's because they tell you and everyone around them that they are the expert and the guru, and you need to listen to what they have to say. That's a lot to unpack there. But I think basically what she's saying is people who are just not legit, people who just don't come across as being in earnest and truthful and transparent. And so I love that. I actually think that's really, really good. So thank you, Naomi, for that comment. And I apologize if I'm kind of coming in a little, staticky here, but, sometimes this happens when you go live. So I apologize if that's happening right now. But I think that's a great way to kind of wrap up this segment on what really makes great videos, how to make better videos, and why people are leaving your videos. And I think that this is really, really important. So yes, thank you so much. Inside the Lab PC Tech in the house. Poorly executed hook. Yes, we talked a lot about that, brother. So great to see you. Thank you so much. Make sure you smash that smash button. We want to try to get... let's try to get, let's try to get at least 20 likes. I'd love to get 50. My mission is to get 50 likes here. So make sure that you smash that. Please make sure that you share this out because y'all know that sharing is caring. So what Naomi is talking about is so interesting. And again, we kind of touched on this briefly. You don't have to be like anybody else. You're only beholden to being who you are and how you deliver. If you want to stand out in a saturated marketplace, trying to be like XYZ, like her or him, is only going to make you more muddled and bury you deep in the sand. The only way you're going to get the eyeballs and earballs, the all-important eyeballs and earballs. Thank you so much, Inside the Lab PC Tech in the house. It's so good to see you. Own your energy. Don't talk about things that you know nothing about. Do you see me talk about cross-fertilization? Do you see me talk about the geological different geological surfaces on different moons on Saturn? Do you see me talk about gardening? Do you see me talk about biochemistry? Do you see me talk about how to put together a transmission? No. You know why? Because I don't know jack about those things. But when it comes to communication, when it comes to personal branding, when it comes to getting your story out there, building your online presence, building a personal brand that can help you earn more, grow faster, and stress less, I feel I'm the best at that. I feel like I'm the best on the planet. And I probably am wrong, but I feel like I'm the best. And I vehemently believe in it because I'm living proof that it works. I'm living proof that if you put yourself out there and you put yourself out there in earnest with your real authenticity, you will win. There is an audience out there for everybody. There is 7.7 billion dudes and dudettes on this planet. There's enough. Your tribe is waiting for you. They're out there. What's stopping you from putting yourself out there? What's stopping you from sharing your story with the world? Usually it's this dude right here. Or it's just a lack of knowledge, lack of information, lack of wherewithal, that you don't need all the stuff that maybe you think you need to get started. And that, yes, your first 30 to 50 videos are gonna suck. They just are. I interviewed Evan Carmichael at VidSummit last year, and I got a great video too, which really talks a lot about the same things that I'm talking about right now. A great video with Evan Carmichael where, he said the same thing. He said, expect to suck in the beginning, especially if you're just starting out. Expect to suck. Don't expect to get, oh my God, if I just start a YouTube channel, I'll get 1 million subscribers and be rich like Mr. Beast. No, you're not. It's just not going to happen. If it does happen, it's 1 in a trillion. I mean, it's like hitting the lottery if that happens. Okay? I think if you go to any content creator, go to my first 20, 50 videos. Holy macadamia nut. It's embarrassing. I left it on there on purpose, though. I left all my first videos on there on purpose. You know why? Because I want to show you that it takes time. I want to show you the evolution of my content. I want to show you the evolution of my delivery, my presentation, everything that I do. Super, super important to understand this. So I want to thank Naomi I want to thank Naomi for that brilliant comment right there. Yes, absolutely, Silver Fox DJ in the house. Am I going to make you a mod pretty soon, Silver Fox? Are you going to be here every week if I make you a mod? I think I need to make Silver Fox a mod. What do you guys think? Let me know. Let me a hashtag yes if I should make Silver Fox DJ a mod. You do such a great job, and you're always so contributory, and I just really love how committed you are to the community. I really love everything that you bring to the community. I just think you're fantastic. So let me know if I should make Silver Fox DJ, and if she's even up for it. If she's even up for being a mod, she might not even be up for it. I really enjoy Joe Dexter too. Maybe I should make Joe a mod too. A lot of people who are here almost every single week. I really appreciate you guys being here every week. It really means the world to me, and I hope you will continue to be here every week because I want to bring you the best of the best. So as I said before, okay, you got it, Silver Fox. You got it. You are now a mod. Congratulations. I knight thee. I vote for Silver Fox. Very nice. Thank you so much, sweetie. Yes, look at that inside. Look at all the support. Isn't this amazing? I just absolutely love the support. I really do. I love the support that everybody gives each other. You see, the reason that our mission statement here is bringing more humanness to this digitalness is because that means the most to me. You know, social media, all of these platforms, all of these, websites, they're just tools. They don't have control over you. They don't have power over you. You are not an automaton. You can think for yourself. You have control over your life. And so it just really means the world to me that, that mission statement has been true. It's been true ever since I started my very first podcast show back in 2017, bringing in awesome guests, which actually the playlist is still on my YouTube channel. You want to talk about bad quality audio and video and holy macadamia nut. That was way before I had StreamYard. Like I said, I'm an early adopter of a lot of these platforms. Oh, and by the way, too, guys, I know my channel is really a lot about, building your brand, building your presence, building your business, career, and your mindset. But I also love to do tutorials and reviews too. And so I've got some tutorials and reviews on LinkedIn. I've got tutorials and reviews on different live stream platforms and different products, different, tools. And I'm going to be bringing you more of that too. And it's always going to relate to everything that we talk about here, which is, getting your story out there and doing what you love. And so I'm going to be giving you more and bringing more tools out there so you guys can have that. So I'm really proud of that. And good things are coming. So you want to make sure that you subscribe because if you don't subscribe, you might miss out. Make sure you hit that bell notification because it is absolutely instrumental. So we talked a lot about beginnings. And thank you so much. We got another confirmation from the great Inside the Lab PC Tech. So good to see you, brother. Dean Nimmin was here earlier talking about that too. We talked about, again, a lot of people talked about audio. You don't need $1,000 mics. You don't need professional podcast mics or anything like that. In the description down below, I've got links to my entire setup, plus a lot of economically feasible tools and products that you can use, and ones that I recommend that I've personally used. Okay, so go check that out if you're interested in hey, you know what, Nez, I do want to upgrade my audio a little bit. I do want to upgrade my camera a little bit. I do want to upgrade my production value a little bit. Go in the link in the description down below and you'll find everything there. Okay, does anybody have any other questions, any other comments about videos? Again, the first intro is really important. By the way, chapters is something that's relatively new on YouTube. YouTube chapters. YouTube chapters are really, I'm doing some experimenting. And actually, I want to kind of do chapters on my live streams as well. And if you're new to if you don't even know what I'm talking about when I say Chapters. It's a really cool, I think it's, remember, the YouTube algorithm is governed by viewer behavior. If you want your videos to get more recommended, if you want your videos to get suggested, if you want your videos to rank, everything is about the audience. Everything is about viewer experience. And so chapters, I think, is going to be an interesting experiment that I'm going to run on my channel. My last video that I uploaded before this live stream, obviously, my last video that I uploaded, I did chapters. It's a very long video, everything you need to know about getting a job today. And I separate that into chapters like resume, LinkedIn, interview, job search. And so it's really, really cool because there's timestamps in the description, and even on the video itself at the bottom of the progress bar, you can see it's broken up, it's bracketed into different categories, which I think is really, really cool. And so this is something that I think is really cool. I'm going to be experimenting more with chapters, video chapters. And let me know in the chat down below, are you somebody who uses video chapters? Do you think this is something that should be implemented across all platforms? What are your thoughts on video chapters? Do you use video chapters on your channel? I would love to know. I would really, really love to know. And so let me know in the comments down below if that's something that you're interested in hearing, seeing more about, or if that's something that you that you implement yourself and you've seen some good results. I'd love to hear from you. Yes, timestamps. Absolutely. Look at all the mods. I love it. All I see is blue wrenches now. It's fantastic. Okay, fantastic. So Inside the Lab PC Tech says, I plan on experimenting with them here very soon. Yeah, you're going to have to come back, PC Tech. You're going to have to come back and let us know how that's worked out. I'm going to be sharing too. Here's the beautiful thing about a lot of these platforms, even Facebook and LinkedIn, you can get analytics on how your content's doing. Now, obviously, I don't think anything is better than YouTube when it comes to analytics and when it just basically comes to any kind of content. You should be producing content on YouTube above all. But I am a believer that you need to go where the attention is and you need to go where the eyeballs and earballs are. And so that's why I have a podcast. By the way, did you guys know that I have a podcast? Did you guys know that we're on Apple, Spotify, Google? We're the #1 rated personal branding podcast, over 100 5+ reviews. And that's what it looks like. That's what the logo looks like. If you search on Apple, if you search on Spotify, just type in Professor Nez and you'll see this logo up here that I'm pointing at. You guys need to subscribe to the podcast. I love listening to podcasts. And I also love, having kind of that experience where I can listen to pretty much anything I want without worrying about, and do multiple things. I listen to podcasts when I'm starting my day. I have it on in the background when I'm getting my emails, answering my clients, getting my day set up. I love that. And I also love it in the car too. So yeah, that's really, really cool. Luis says timestamps. I would use it for certain videos, not for every video. Very cool. Sweeney says, I tried chapters, but it didn't seem to make a difference on analytics. Now, how long have you been trying that? Thank you for sharing that, Sweeney. How long have you been trying chapters? It might be different, just like every tool, just like every utility, it's different for everybody. It's not just because one person, it works for them, doesn't mean it's going to work for you. So I love that. Yes, TubeBuddy. TubeBuddy is fantastic. I'm wearing the TubeBuddy shirt. It is one of the best plugins to help you with your channel, keyword research, etc. If you're interested in doing a free trial, I got a link in the description down below. For free, you can check out TubeBuddy. I would get the paid version though because it's monumental, and a lot of people here use TubeBuddy, so it's fantastic. I've got everything you need, Silver Fox, in the description down below. And congratulations and welcome on being a mod on Nez Nation Live. I'm so proud of you. You've done fantastic. You've been really a great contributor and a great member of the Nez Nation family, and I'm happy to have you with us. Yeah, so it's just what I said, a little while ago. It's all about tinkering. It's all about experimenting. It's all about trying. It's all about learning, doing everything you can. If you really care about this, if you're really dedicated to impacting and transforming lives and earning good income in the process, this stuff works. And it's instrumental that you do some experimenting. It's really key that you try to do different things. It's very, very important. Anybody have any questions, any last second questions they want to ask me, or anything at all? Just again, if you're just joining us, I just want to say that you're watching Office Hours. We go live every single Sunday, 9:30 a.m. Pacific, 12:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Make sure that you click subscribe, click follow, click all live notifications, all notifications, and that bell, because I don't want you to miss out. I want to see you here. Podcast listeners, if you're listening to this, please come hang out with us. I want to see you here on the live stream. Go to youtube.com/Professor Nez. Professor Nez. I can't even talk. Go to youtube.com/Professor Nez and click subscribe. I would love to see you there. I would love to see you here. It would really, really mean the absolute world to me. Okay, thank you, Sweeney. Sweeney says, I tried him for 3 months on several videos. That's a pretty good, I think that's a pretty good testing pool. I think that's a pretty good testing ground. 3 months is pretty good. Okay, interesting. Well, I'll be sharing too. I'm gonna try to implement chapters with my live streams. I know Nick is doing that. I think it's a really great idea, and I'll let you know too. If it doesn't have much bearing, then that's fine. That's fine. It's a cool tool. I think analytics is evolving constantly, which is absolutely awesome, and I love that. And it's really, really important that we acquiesce to that. That we pay attention to your analytics. A lot of the things that you're worried about, a lot of things that you search and you scratch your head and you throw your hands up, a lot of that can be figured out in your analytics. I mean, you may be surprised to hear this, but a lot of this can be figured out in your analytics. Why are people leaving my videos? What type of content should I create? What's making people stick around? What's making people subscribe? Where is my traffic coming from? Where are people discovering my content? I mean, dude, analytics is just insane. It's absolutely insane. Oh, you're absolutely welcome, Joe. Joe says, I just want to thank you. Thank you, man. Thank you very, very much. I really, really appreciate that, Joe. And, I'm so proud of you, brother. And I really appreciate you being here. It means the world to me, dude. And I love having you be a part of the first. What's going on with what's going? It's really great to see you, Joe. I really love it. What's going on with Google? What's happening? I'm missing it. I'm on StreamYard here, so I'm not seeing. What's it saying? What's it saying with the comments? I don't see anything. First time I see this Google message. Yeah, I don't know what you guys are talking about. Do you mind telling me? I would love to hear from that. I'm kind of curious myself. Are you guys getting messages from Google? Because I'm not seeing anything. Thank you so much, Silver Fox. Silver Fox says, love the Sunday family. Nez Nation is supportive and always inspiring. It takes one to know one. And I'm so glad that you're here. It means the world to me, Silver Fox DJ, every single Sunday, 9:30 a.m., 12:30 p.m. Eastern Time. The holidays, I do want to say this. Make sure that you do click... it deleted your comment automatically. Really? What in the world? I see your comment. Let's see. Guard your privacy and abide by our community guidelines. What does that mean? Okay. That's really interesting. Yeah, I don't see what they're saying. It deleted your comment on. All I can say is, go home, Google, you're drunk. Yes, exactly. Yeah, I don't know why it's. I don't know why it's doing that. Where would I find that in YouTube Studio? That's really interesting. I don't know why it would be doing that. Let's see here. What's actually happening here, or what's it saying? Yeah, I don't see anything on my end. It's probably just a glitch or something. Oh, you know what? It's actually saying that I'm limited to monetization too, which doesn't make any sense. Is it because maybe because I mentioned the pandemic? I don't know. I have no idea. Who cares? It's fine. Okay, guys. Well, hey, if there's no other questions, if there's no other last second questions, I just want to say thank you. Thank you so much for being here. I really, really hope that you can make it each week we go live. I really, really want you to click subscribe. I really want you to watch I produce new video content, new content every single week on the podcast, on the YouTube channel. You'll find links to everything in the description down below. I would love to see you guys on everything, and it would really, really mean a lot to me. Frank Gallo in the house. How are you, sir? There's Frank Gallo. Frank says, this election has given me a ton of content. Unfortunately, the cancel culture will most likely destroy me. Yeah, it's a tricky kind of thing right now. You're absolutely right, Frank. But be authentic and be yourself. And the people who, as Dr. Seuss said, the people who matter won't mind, and the people who mind don't matter. So think of that. I think that's a great way to end this show. The people that mind don't matter, and the people that matter don't mind. So that's Dr. Seuss, and I love that. I think it's absolutely brilliant, and it's totally true with content creation. It's totally true with creating that influence and creating impact, right? And doing what you need to do, doing what you actually feel is important to you. Okay, Walter Wayburn in the house. Good to see you. Fantastic. You guys missed an amazing show. I know you're kind of coming in here a little bit late. But man, did we have an amazing show. We talked about what makes good videos. Why are people leaving your videos? What makes effective videos? Top reasons you're not getting views on your videos. It's so great to see you guys. Thank you so much for popping in. I really, really appreciate it. And I hope you will watch the replay. Yeah, it is a great saying, isn't it, Sweeney? I absolutely love it. You're welcome, Frank. Thank you so much for being here. As always, if you're interested in more, let's just say you're interested in more, just in case. If you're interested in going beyond just the live stream and actually learning how to really initiate and implement a personal brand step by step and do the same thing that I do, and be able to earn the same kind of money, if not more, doing what I do, you got to go check out these amazing courses and these amazing, step by step, hand in hand, really guiding you the entire way from beginning to end. Everything that you need to know. You don't have to go anywhere else. Go to beyondtheboxacademy.com. We have reduced our prices over 60%. These are courses, they're taught by me, okay? They're taught by me personally. These are courses, they're certified courses. These are courses that you can buy right now for 60 to 70% off. These are courses that used to be insanely, it's just insane the amount of discount. They're hugely discounted. So make sure you go to beyondtheboxacademy.com and check those out. You will not be disappointed. I promise you, you will not be disappointed. It's so great to see you guys. Such a fantastic. Make sure you smash. Yes, make sure you smash. How many likes do we have? Do we have 20 yet? I want to make sure that we at least get 20 before I get out of here. Please make sure you smash that smash button. Okay, we've got 17. Good. Thank you guys so much. I really, really appreciate it. Let's try to get 20 if we can. I would love that. Oh, thank you so much, Walter. I'm so glad that you joined us. Really means the world to me. Yeah, so a lot of you guys might not know this. Let me kind of just mention this. We go live every single Sunday, 9:30 a.m. Pacific to that's 9:30 a.m. Pacific time, 12:30 p.m. Eastern time. You can ask yours truly, your personal branding coach, anything related to career advancement, online business, business strategy, business growth, building an online presence so you can earn more, grow faster, and stress less. You can ask me anything. We go live every single Sunday. So make sure that you click subscribe. The replays are going to be on the podcast. If you're listening to the podcast right now, the replays will be on YouTube, on Facebook, on LinkedIn, pretty much anywhere that you can kind of find me. And so, go subscribe to the podcast because the podcast is on fire. And if you're like me and you love podcasts, you want to make sure that you go subscribe to the podcast because I love listening to podcasts. And all of these shows end up on the podcast. So I'd love for you to subscribe to that. Thank you so much for being here, guys. It really, really means the world to me. I wish you nothing but the best. Have a fantastic week, and I will see you guys next Sunday. Thank you so much.